The hermit emerges. Just to play Assassin's Creed for 5 minutes before he go back into work. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Jazzy61. So today's video is going to be a day in the life with me and my family as we are in isolation. As you see right now, we're just kind of getting up. Little man has rolled over into our bed, as he tends to do to wake me up sometimes, and it gets earlier and earlier every single day. Now I'm in the bathroom. I'm just going to start my basic hygiene the way that I always do. Sorry about that face, y'all. I had to yawn. The first thing I'm going to do is brush my teeth because, Lord, we don't know how that breath smell right now. Probably a little rough. Not going to pretend. So I'm going to go ahead and brush my teeth and get myself prepared for the day. The next thing that I'm going to do is wash my face after I do a little bit of mouthwash, because the mouthwash is also essential. Wash my face because sometimes at night my skin gets really oily when I sleep, and I want to make sure that I get that oil out of my skin to the best of my ability, because no one likes oily skin, and my skin breaks out really bad when there's oil. So I want to make sure I get the oil off and get my face nice and dry. Then I'm going to do a little Q-tipping. Got to get the ears as well. This is little man. The reason why he's not bothering me is because Sesame Street is on. Sesame Street has been saving me lately. Not going to pretend. Now I'm going to do something to my hair. It's nothing fancy. I'm just brushing it back and putting it in kind of like this random puff. I should have done more to it last night when I took it down, but I didn't. So I have to do something quick because little man is in the room. He is getting frustrated. He is getting hungry. So I need to get back in there as quickly as I can to make sure that I get him his food before he starts yelling at me. And always make sure you put a little bit of Carmex on them lips. No one likes dry lips, guys. They crack and they bleed and they're uncomfortable. So now I got little man set up here ready to get dressed. Those are the oils that I use for his hair and for his skin. I never want to leave his skin dry. It dries out really quickly, kind of like mine. We have like eczema type of skin. I have a form of eczema, and I want to make sure that if he has it, he's very well maintained and taken care of. This is the routine to wash his face because he fights and he rolls around and he jumps. He does the same thing when I brush his teeth. It's a mess trying to get him cleaned up in the morning to get the drool and things off his face. So that was just me washing his face. And now I'm going to come back in and lotion his body up a little bit, oil his hair, and get him ready for the day. Okay, now guys, I'm getting into his hair care routine. That's just some milk type, I can't think, it's like a leave-in conditioner. It's from Just For Me. And I use that on his hair most every day. I'm trying a new routine on his hair. I'll tell you guys how that goes. I'm going to be doing a video on it soon, but I am putting that in his hair. I do it every day. I like to make sure that his hair gets some moisture and that his little curls are not as dry. And so that's what I'm doing, is just going through his scalp and rubbing it in as best as I can, and trying to get down to his actual scalp and not just, on the surface of his hair, because it's very important to maintain a good and healthy scalp. So that's what you see me doing here, is just making sure that I get this baby leave-in conditioner stuff put in his hair really good. Next is the fight of brushing his teeth. They say to just use water up until they're 18 months, but since we've been going to his doctors, they've been trying to put like a fluoride something on his teeth. I think once or twice a month. So I do toothpaste once a week as well. And that is just a little bit on there because he still isn't that great at spitting the toothpaste out. And he doesn't fight, you guys. He want to put his tongue out. He want to roll across the bed. He don't want to show me his teeth. And he has some coming in the back, which makes it that much harder. So I had to run into the bathroom, rinse the toothbrush off, and come back. I got a wet towel to help get some of the toothpaste out of his mouth, since he's not that great at spitting it out. But you see, it's a struggle just to get him to brush his teeth every day. And that's just partly because he's really young and he doesn't know what's going on. So it just really feels weird to him. But you still want to make sure that you keep a good oral hygiene with your children, especially when they start getting teeth in, like my little one is doing right now. Here, I'm just starting to get our bedroom together. Every morning when I get up, I like to make up the beds. I like to vacuum floors. I like to do all that stuff every single day. It helps minimize the dust and things like that in the rooms and in the apartment. So I do go around to every room, kind of wiping things down, making beds, vacuuming the floors, just to get some of the dust out of the air. I'm fixing Kai's bed first because in that middle, you see that crack space between his bed and our bed. He sometimes falls in there. That's what those pillows are there for. So now I'm going to fix our bed. My husband's already gone, as you probably could imagine. He gets up way before we do, and he goes into the other room, and that's where he works from home. As you guys know, they're doing that right now. So he's already over there working. So I just want to get the house together right now so that once I'm moving around, trying to feed him and everything, I'm not running back and forth trying to clean up our room and clean up other places in the house. Now when it's time to feed the little one, the first thing I tend to give him every day is some sort of fruit. I see that tends to help him with his energy and things like that. So I give him these mashed mangoes. He really likes them. So I give him the mashed bananas, things like that. So I'm going to give him this first. And then in a little while, I'm going to come back and give him something else to eat. I tend to give him like a little bit of food, and then I give him a bigger amount of food, or I give him a bigger amount of food and a little bit of food. But regardless, he gets kind of food and a snack type of thing. He doesn't eat much when he does eat, but he's always hungry. So I'm trying to increase the amount of food that I am giving him so that it lasts him a little bit longer and he doesn't get as cranky as fast. Right now he's watching, I want to say Sesame Street. And I tend to turn on Sesame Street, Cat in the Hat, Super Wise, something like that every morning so that he'll sit perfectly still like he's doing right now. He watches his little show. He laughs, he dances, but he's also learning, and it keeps him still, it keeps him quiet, and he eats all his food. Okay guys, so I have a little bit to do because I decided to go to bed without cleaning up last night, which I normally don't do. So since I'm going to be kind of on the move and I don't like cooking until I clean, or unless the kitchen's cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and drink one of my protein shakes. It's Special K protein shakes. This is French vanilla. I like them. They kind of knock your appetite out for a little bit. Still in a pretty good kind of healthy way. So I'm going to drink one of these real quick and get busy on cleaning up because I didn't do it last night. Now it's time to wake up our apartment. So little one is watching Sesame Street still. So I'm going to show you guys what I did not do last night. And nothing. The table's still just crooked and I hadn't wiped it down or fixed the couch or anything. I just kind of left it as it is. Well, we put his toys in his little ball pit because he keeps dragging everything out of the other rooms. We went ahead and brought the ball pit back out. We're giving too easy, guys. I didn't do a thing, you guys, like at all. Then I just left the kitchen, which I made burgers last night. So everything I feel like is greasy right now. So I need to clean my kitchen for sure. What? What is it, Needysaurus Rex? I'm coming. Where are you pushing to? So I'm going to go ahead and get busy on getting some of this stuff cleaned up. I don't know what he wants, guys. So I got to figure that out. So now you see me starting in the living room by putting out my disinfectant wipes. First thing I do is wipe down these tables. My son puts his mouth on everything all the time, and I want to make sure that I get those good and disinfected so that when he's climbing around on everything and putting his face and mouth on everything, he's not picking up any extra germs that he does not need to be picking up. And then you want to see me fluffing the couch. I didn't do anything because I just went right to bed. So I had to put the couch cushions back into the couch and just kind of fluff it up for the day. And now I'm going to sit down and organize this toy area. We had one of those toys in the big that thing I'm spinning right now. We had that in his room, but my husband is in there, and so he can't go in there and play with it. So we had to pull it out and put it back into the living room. So now I'm just organizing the toy space because over there it gets really cluttered. It gets dirty. It has toys everywhere, and I want to make sure that we have it at least set up to where it's presentable if people want to come over or people come into the house and not stepping on toys and things like that. Now I'm going to wipe down the side tables because I wipe down all the tables, wipe down the nightstands, everything. I want to move everything out of the way and make sure I get under stuff because, as I said, he moves things, he touches everything, he climbs on things. And that little basket is warped. I'm going to buy another one. They came from the Dollar Tree. Little man did that. He just pulled it apart and kept playing with it until it smushed out and got all warped. So I'm going to get another one of those. But I'm going to go ahead and wipe down this this TV stand, excuse me, because he climbs on it all the time. He's always putting his mouth on it. He's playing in it, all types of stuff. I wipe down the controllers, everything that we may touch. And make sure that they're good and clean because, like as I said, he will put his mouth on everything. And you want to make sure you just get all the spit off of the stuff that he be spitting on. Okay guys, so my living room is together. The only thing that I need to do now is vacuum. That's my dog's toy. That's usually where his bed is. I do need to vacuum, as I was saying, but I'm not going to be able to do that just yet because it is still quite early in the morning. And I don't want to disturb my neighbors. I want to go ahead and tackle my kitchen and see if I can get it done. Hopefully it warms up. It's supposed to be warm, like 75 today. We can go for a walk. It's okay with social distancing to go outside, if I'm correct. Yes, they said it's okay to be outside as long as you're not like in a crowd or anything like that. We don't walk with anybody but us. So I need to go outside because I have not left my apartment. Neither has our son. There he is. Look at the devil. We haven't left our apartment in like a week. Like hadn't even been outside the front door. So that'll be good for us in a little while. So let me go ahead and get on this kitchen. Okay guys, so now I'm in my kitchen. I've already unloaded most of the dishwasher. I'm going to reload it here in a second. I'm going to wipe down all of my appliances because I think it's really important. Like I said, my son likes to put his mouth on the appliances. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's cold. Maybe it's because he can see his reflection. I have no idea. But I'll make sure I get that touched with some Lysol wipes as well, just because, just to disinfect it all. I'm not going to show myself cleaning the entire kitchen because it's going to take far too long. And I don't want to just be sitting here in one room for 20 minutes, with you guys just watching me clean the kitchen. This is going to be a good little clip of time, but I just don't want to put it too long. As you can see, my little munchkin has made his way into the kitchen, as he always does when I'm trying to clean up. But I'm just going to go ahead and put some music on and let you guys enjoy this cleaning motivation. I don't know why it's so hard for me to clean up. Because he gonna come sit on the floor, wherever I'm at, and play. So I'm making his snack, and the snack today is going to be peanut butter and Nutella toast, and we're just going to see how this goes over for him. I'm cutting it into tiny, tiny pieces because I know he does not do well with chunks of food. He will spit it out in a second if he cannot chew it up as quickly as he wants to. So I'm putting it down into, or cutting it down to teeny, tiny little bite-sized squares. So as you see, he's already pulled a good chunk of his stuff out. These came from my aunt for Christmas for him. So let me go ahead and put all the toys back up. And we're going to have a snack and nap. And before I get started on his snack, because he's already looking at this plate, he doesn't drink much juice. You gonna let me talk or not? He doesn't drink a lot of juice. Kai likes mostly water. He wants to wave. Kai likes mostly water. My little puff lopsided, y'all. Anywho, Kai drinks mostly water. He doesn't care for juice or really anything other than water. So that's typically what he drinks with every meal. He'll drink juice every now and again, or he'll have some of his dad's smoothies, but he doesn't really drink anything besides water. He's a big fan of water, which I am okay with. And the reason why you see us eating in the room is because my husband is in the other room. He's working from home, as you guys know, with the social distancing and everything. So he's over there, and so I don't do anything. I do things in the middle of the living room, but it's difficult to keep him quiet in the living room when his dad's working. He has to take phone calls and he does meetings, things like that. So I have to make sure to keep him as quiet as I can. So we're in our master right now. So we're sitting on the bed when we do all his food and his cleaning, and not his cleaning, when I wash his face and everything, which the washing his face and his brushing his teeth is always a struggle, because he always wants to do like this and lick on the toothbrush. So we're going to go ahead and have his snack, and I'm going to get him down for his first nap. Here's where a lot of my daily struggle comes from, just trying to feed him things when he wants to eat something else. I do eventually get him to eat it, but he did end up getting something different because it was going to take way too long to feed him all of this because he was fighting me the entire way. So I gave him a squeezy pouch instead. All right, everybody, so we are up from the nap. As I said, he likes running around in this thing. So he is on the move behind me. All right, y'all, it's lunchtime. So I'm going to go in here and whip something together for little one that I know he going to eat. And, yeah. The hermit emerges. Just to play Assassin's Creed for 5 minutes before he go back into work. And the dog. Say hi, Gizmo. Say hey. Oh, he gonna jump. Where are you going? Say hey. You gonna scratch my leg up. You gonna scratch me. You gonna scratch me up. And he sits. So now I am just preparing little man something to eat. That is that same mesquite turkey that I made a snack with the other day. He really likes that turkey. I give him the turkey because it's kind of hearty for him, and he doesn't like regular bread. He just likes the sweet Hawaiian rolls. So I'm going to put one of those on there and a couple chips, and we're going to feed it to him kind of broken down because of the fact that he doesn't have a really big mouth, and it takes him so long to eat sometimes. So we're going to give him a little bit of all of it, and then we're just going to kind of feed it to him slowly but surely, just to make sure that he gets enough to eat so that when it's time for him to go play, he doesn't burn it off and he can get a good nap in.
I'll give you some. Alright.
He got some in his mouth still. Hey guys, so little man is now out of diapers. We just finished off the diapers that we normally buy every 2 weeks or so. And we decided to go ahead and open up one of these boxes we got from Sam's Club. Hey, get back in here, buddy. So as you can see, this box has 120 diapers in it. They normally have 112, but they give you 8. I think it's like the night one, so you can check. This box cost us $41 and some change. Now, the one we get at Walmart has 84 diapers in it, and it costs $40. So this is why I say it's a much better value to go ahead and go to Sam's, because, yeah, I think that's what it was. They just gave you some extra diapers in here. So you get these 2 big sections of diapers, but I'm 120 is much better than an 84. For pretty much, what, $1 and some change difference, $2 different. So Sam's memberships are very much so worth it. He's playing with the window thing right now. So we're going to go ahead and open this up, put it down here. Here's the box, actually, from Walmart. This is the Walmart box. Now, those are the swaddlers. These are the same, like, brand or what have you. And we decided to start using the cruisers because we've used them before. He moves a lot more now. So the cruisers don't, they're about they're the same price actually at Walmart for the cruisers that are about the same size or the same amount as these. So $40, $41 and some change. That's a good deal. As you can see, he's already getting prepared for his his second nap. We've been up for a couple of hours now. Normally in this time period, I just kind of let him roam and let him play. Yeah. He's got different blocks and different activities that he does. He likes us to read him books, stuff like that. So we spend much of our time doing that when it comes to him and what he wants to do, and just keeping him active. It is time for his second nap. I do his schedule pretty much every couple of hours. He takes a nap. He gets 2 a day, max an hour and a half. Try not to give him too long of naps because then he already doesn't sleep much at night. So I'm already trying to try different things with his sleep schedule, if you can say, and his food intake. When he gets sleepy, he just gets, my husband calls it drunk babying. So he staggers all over the place, and he flops backwards, and he's climbing all over people, and let me go ahead and put him down for his nap, y'all. I'll be back. Alright guys, so I was gonna record when we went out for our walk. I forgot. I ain't even gonna lie. I was so concerned with keeping myself away from everybody else. I was so concerned with keeping us at a distance from everybody else that I didn't record. I didn't. Okay, baby, they see you. So I forgot to vlog. We did go for a walk, all of us. We took the dog out and everything. Random family eating right now. And we're probably going to all take a family nap. He's eating waffles. Kai wanted some of his waffles, so they're eating his waffles. I just made PB&J. I'm going to cook something in a little bit. But for right now, that's what we're going to do. We're going to watch some movies, hang out, take a nap, probably. All right, stuff, baby.
I want to put the baby hat on. Okay. Go show it to mommy.
Hey, Kai.
Want to go show mommy?
You running away with the hat.
Go show mommy.
Let me see your hat, bud.
Oh, go show mommy.
You wearing Daddy's hat? Yeah. And a hat baby. Say I'm a hat baby. Yeah. Alright guys, so it turns out, apparently. Okay, be safe out there. Be careful. Kai. I know I'm calling him now. Kai. It's night outside. My husband is to take the dog out so he can go to the bathroom for the evening. I always tell him to be safe when he goes out because of that. Because, you know, people be driving bad at night, and one guy got skunked the other day. I guess they went to take the trash out, him and his 2 dogs, and they walked up to the dumpster, and there was a skunk over there, and the skunk sprayed the dogs directly in their faces. They shaved those poor dogs down, and they weren't right for a while. So I always tell them to be careful. Anywho, we've been up from our nap for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's about 9 o'clock now. Okay, so let me explain how we all end up falling asleep, like all of us. Little man didn't actually nap earlier. So basically, when I would roll over and close my eyes, he would just kind of play with his feet, and then if he see me turn over, he would open his eyes and start back playing. So we laid here for an hour and a half, and he didn't sleep. It was interesting because every time I rolled over, I would see him looking at me, but I thought maybe he had just woke up, because sometimes that happens. Are you trying to put your feety pajamas on? He's trying to put on his feety pajamas, guys. So we all ended up falling asleep when we came back from our walk. I'm going to make something quick first to eat tonight. Just make some pasta. But, of course, I do extra things to the pasta. I don't just leave the pasta as is because I think it's quite plain. Alright, y'all. So here are the things that I'm going to be making. Here's that chicken Florentine that I was talking about. That came in that 2-pack from Sam's. I'm going to be using it. And I'm going to be using these. These are some extra mushrooms that I have that I hadn't used yet. I'm going to go ahead and use those before they go bad. This is minced garlic, Parmesan cheese, and the heavy whipping cream to help with some of the sauce parts. I'm going to use a little butter as well. So let me show you guys how I'm going to get this thing going. So here we go, starting dinner. What you see is some butter in a pan. It has coated the complete bottom of that pan so things don't burn. I'm going to add 2 spoons of minced garlic to this butter, and I'm going to let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. I do that so that it's not all crunchy. I like my garlic to be soft and blend in with my pasta. And if you leave it for too little time, it's going to be crunchy and you're going to taste it and be spitting it out throughout your whole process of eating. The next thing I'm going to do is add some mushrooms. I had some left over in the fridge. I like to add them. They taste really good in there. I cook these in this pan for between 5 and 10 minutes until they're soft the way I like them. Make sure that you're going to put the lid on here in a minute, just because they will dry out and they will burn. The lid helps retain some of the moisture from the steam. I'm going to add a little salt and a little pepper just to season the mushrooms and so they don't taste as bland as they can possibly taste. They already have a good flavor, but I like to add a little something to them. Once that lid is on there and that moisture starts to kind of build in there, they cook down much faster. So I always recommend putting the lid on, even if it's just for a couple of minutes. And then once I get that all cooked down the way I like, I'm going to add a little bit of heavy cream and start to build on a sauce with those mushrooms. And it's just kind of an added cheesy kind of sauce to go with the pasta. The heavy cream is really good. It helps cook down the cheeses and things like that I like to use. So I always go for a little bit of heavy cream, not milk or something like that. What you want to do is bring that heavy cream to a boil and add your cheese of choice. I'm using Parmesan because that's kind of the cheese that's already in the pasta. It's important to bring it to the boil so that your cheese can melt properly. Now you're going to make sure that you're standing there to stir it though, because if you're not there to stir it, it will burn. I repeat, it will burn. This process takes a little while, but I promise you it is worth it. While all this was going on, I have put that pasta that was in that bag in the microwave just to thaw out a little bit, because it is so difficult to cook it down with those chunks of, I think it's supposed to be the cheese. I'm not sure. So see, you see me here adding the pasta into the sauce that I've already created. And that sauce that I created was actually, it's really good. You just kind of got to try it. It's good on steak and everything. I don't know. I don't know where it came from, but it's really good. So I'm going to give this a good stir and let it cook down for about 5 minutes before I serve it to my family. And I'm going to also add those extra seasonings. As I said, you season to your taste. My taste is different. I like to make mine have a little bit of spice to it. My husband likes it. I like it. So you do what's best for your family and what you like to taste in your food. Good job.
Hey there, Daddy. Sit.
Good job.
I'm sitting in the room tonight, guys. I've been doing everything in here lately. Disrespect. Maybe they don't want to see you right now, Kai. Okay, guys, so this is going to be the end of this video. As you can see, I've already taken a shower. I'm in my nightgown and I'm getting ready to go ahead and go to sleep. My little one is already laying down. My husband put him down while I was in the shower. My hair looks like this because I kind of detangled it and put it into 4 big puffs, and I just tied it down like that. It's just to make sure my roots at least stay kind of detangled, so that if I want to do something tomorrow, it's not such a hassle. Or I might just leave it like this and continue to detangle each section and put it into the plaits, because I wash my hair in the plaits, so it's easier to detangle after all of my products that I use. Not really products. I do leave-in conditioners and hair oils. It'd be easier to put those in there and continue to go on with my day. Okay, guys, so this has come to the end of another video. I'm gonna probably wipe some stuff down like I normally do at night to do my disinfecting, so that when we wake up in the morning, little man can go right back to playing. Thank you guys so much for watching another of my videos. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you like these videos. If you want to see more of these videos, what videos that you may want to see, I got you. Just let me know what it is and we hit that thing. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.